On this day in history, 6 years ago, protests in the streets of Charleston turned violent following the death of George Floyd. 62 people were arrested over the weekend in connection to the protests and riots throughout the city. Most of the damage was centered on King Street, with the windows of several businesses smashed in and reports of looting. Protesters marched down King Street and back to Marion Square in the afternoon, but as night fell, people began throwing rocks at businesses, vehicles, police, and others.